Alright, in our last video we talked about mid-segments of a triangle, and since a triangle had three sides, we could find the midpoint of each side of the triangle and then connect them to form three mid-segments. Now for mid-segment of a trapezoid, we're only going to have one mid-segment. We can see the mid-segment drawn in right here, and we can see that it connects the midpoint of this leg on the left and the midpoint of this leg on the right. We know it's a midpoint because we can see from the tick marks. So this is a segment joining the midpoints of the legs of a trapezoid. Now, there's going to be a special relationship between the length of this midsegment and the upper base and the lower base. So if we were going to measure this, if we were going to see how does the midsegment compare to the bases, so I'm going to give you some example numbers here. So let's say that this side was 10 and this side was 20. Maybe you want to guess what the midsegment would be. Well, if you guessed that it was 15, you would be right. So how do we get 15? Well, we're going to add 10 and 20, and we're going to divide it by 2. So it turns out that the length of the midsegment of a trapezoid is the average of the lengths of the two bases. Okay, so when we say the average, we're adding up two things. We're adding up the length of the upper base to the length of the lower base. That's 2. So we're going to add those two up and divide by 2 to get the average. So 20 plus 10 is 30 divided by 2, which would give us 15. All right, so let's complete our mid-segment conjecture here. The mid-segment of a trapezoid is, all right, we didn't talk about this yet, but it is parallel to the bases. So let's go back up here to our picture. This mid-segment is going to be parallel to all the bases. So we'll have all of our parallel line conjectures working there as well. And a mid-segment of a trapezoid is the average of the lengths of the bases. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you have any questions, make sure you write those down and ask, or if you're in class, ask those right away, and we'll see you next time.